my name is TH, and welcome to Channel 8 News. Bees have been disappearing all over the US, and scientists are calling it Cold Collapse Disorder, or CCD. In over 25 states, bees have been disappearing without a trace. Now some of you may be thinking, wow, that's great. No more bee stings for us. However, in reality, bees are very important to all of us. Let's flash to Aiden to tell us about it.
Thanks, TH. Bees are really important for all of us. They're responsible for 1/3 of all foods in America. The bees pollinate 100 of our best crops and 80% of all plants in general. The work of the bees is responsible for $15 billion in the US each year. Not only are they responsible for 4,000 different varieties of fruits and vegetables, they also make honey. Now who doesn't love honey?
I sure do.
Well, I sure do too. Thanks for that, Aiden. Now, many scientists believe that to find what's happening to the bees, we need to really understand the behavior of the bees on a regular basis. Let's go visit Ian, a student studying the bees, to find out more about them.
Ian? Ian?
Oh, hey TH, are you ready to learn about some bees?
We sure are. So what can you tell us about the behavior of bees in their natural habitats?
Okay, well bees live in their colonies, or hives. Inside lives a queen bee, thousands of worker bees, and a few drones. Worker bees are all female and are literally worked to death in only 30 days.
Wow, only 30 days?
Yeah, crazy right? In most species of bees, worker bees do almost everything except lay eggs and mate, which are the jobs left to the queen and the drones. The workers build the combs that hold the honey they're famous for. After they're 21 days old, they become forager bees. This means that they gather pollen from flowers. Some of this pollen is carried to other flowers to help them reproduce, and the rest is brought to the hive, where it can be used as food. The pollen a bee collects is a great source of food for young bees, as it contains 40% of protein and is one of nature's most nourishing foods. If a forager bee successfully finds a source of pollen, such as a big flower patch, they can share the location of the source with the rest of the colony through the waggle dance.
Waggle dance?
Yeah, it's the bees' form of communication. They dance by shaking or waggling, like this. Like this, Ian? Ha, nice, CH. You're already looking fluent in the bees' language. The direction the bee moves in is the direction to go relative to the sun. How long they dance for indicates the distance, or how far they have to fly in kilometers, to find the source of pollen or nectar. While collecting pollen, they will also suck up nectar, which they carry back to the hive for it to evaporate into honey. Now, unlike the female worker bees, drones are male bees, whose only purpose in life is to mate with the queen bee. The queen mates with more than 40 drones in her life, laying over 2,500 eggs a day.
Wow, 40 mates? That's 40 more than I've ever gotten. Well, thanks for that, Ian. You're welcome!
Shut up, Ian!
Ian talked about the bees pollinating plants, so let's see it firsthand.
So many, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Here we have a group of female bees pollinating flowers. Such a big group implies that the flowers were originally found by a single forager bee, who returned to the hive and directed the group to the flowers by using the waggle dance. They go to the flowers to suck up nectar and collect pollen, which they can use to distribute amongst other flowers. They may also bring some nectar and pollen back to the hive to feed the young.
Crikey! Are you tired of your plants not growing at all?
Yeah.
Are you frustrated by the growth formulas that don't work?
Uh-huh.
Do you have to buy new beans every year? Then use Boost Juice! It's the easiest thing to make your plants grow, mate. Just put some on there, and it grows like magic. Listen to our satisfied customer, Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack from Jackie and the Beanstalk. Before I started using this product, my beanstalk was tiny. Then I started using Boost Juice! Now my beanstalk is huge! I climb all the way up to my clouds on my beanstalk! Now everyone wants to climb my beanstalk! Thanks, Boost Juice!
Are you convinced yet, mate? I know you are. Call 1-800-BOOST-JUICE now.
Warning, side effects may include skin reactions, nausea, insomnia, diarrhea, cardiovascular events, night terrors, nervous system disorders, eye disorders, death, pregnancy, turns to be blue, hallucinations, shrinking to Evan size, making hair grow in weird places.
We're rolling.
Alright, so now we know all about the bees and what they are naturally like. But if the bees are so important to us and have such a good system in their hives, why are they all dying? Let's go ask Sarah to find out. Hey Sarah!
Hey PH.
I was wondering if you could tell me and my viewers here a little bit more about CCD.
Oh, colony collapse disorder? Sure. Well, CCD was first reported in 2006 when many beekeepers started noticing large colony losses, where a bunch of the bees just disappeared. Their bodies couldn't be found in or around their hives. In over 25 states, bees began disappearing without a trace. Now scientists have been looking closer to find what's really causing this problem. One theory is that bees have been getting sick and leaving their colonies to die without spreading the infection. Now, how they have been getting sick is a whole other problem in itself. Some scientists believe that pesticides on the crops the bees are pollinating have been affecting their ability to learn, and they get lost on their way back to their hives. However, the bees were disappearing even in hives without the use of pesticides.
Then what else could it be?
It could also possibly be a single-celled parasite. However, this parasite is found in all beehives, not only the ones collapsing. DNA tests also found a virus called IAPV, which was previously found in Israel. Unfortunately, the virus alone isn't the reason for the worldwide decline in the populations. There haven't been any definite conclusions about this absolute catastrophe, but it can be attributed to many different causes or a combination thereof.
There surely must be a solution to all of this. One way is that people pollinate the plants themselves. Here we have Wei Tianhao all the way from China to talk to us about his method of pollination without bees.
我们那边中国蜜蜂全都死了，所以我们只能用手把花粉放到花。
So we killed all the bees in China, and we have been hand pollinating our plants ever since. It's a very tedious task and it takes up much time. I could be doing something better, like eating the fruits that our plants bear. The bees are dying because we aren't trying to secure their future, which is a way of thinking known as sustainable development. But I have an idea to solve that, because Chinese people are smart. We can build micro-robots that act like bees to pollinate flowers. Although bees won't make any more honey, our food sources will be sustained and the survival of humans will be restored. Another way to practice sustainable development is using beekeeper tactics to get our honey, rather than killing the hives with the bees the way we do now. That way, we can prevent killing the bees that aren't killed by CCD. The last way we can save the bees is in our own yards, by planting flowers, just like this.
就像这样，我们可以把花种下去。
Just like this, we plant the flowers. Even though we might not all be able to build new robots, we can all plant flowers. The robots are a good long-term solution for the government, but for the time being, we can all contribute in this way. By planting multiple flower plants, we give the bees multiple plants to pollinate, helping them reproduce. Here are some flowers I planted earlier today, in this pot. The bright orange and purple colors of the flowers attract bees and grab their attention. The purple flowers are called agapanthus, and they produce a lot of nectar and pollen that is much needed as food by the bees.
Sounds like a good idea. Thanks, Mr. Wet. Oh, looks like I'm getting a call from Sarah. Hey, Sarah, what's up?
I have some new information I thought you guys would like to hear.
Oh yeah, for sure. What is it?
Bees have been going through this thing called habitat fragmentation, which is where parts of habitats are lost, resulting in the division of large populations into smaller ones. Our urban sprawl is causing this habitat fragmentation. The bees don't have large areas of plants to pollinate, causing the bees to lack the pollen and nectar they use to make food. As we continue to develop outward and lose control over our urban sprawl, bees will have a smaller and smaller habitat to live in and pollinate.
Oh wow, thanks for the update, Sarah. We'll see you tomorrow with more information on Channel 8 News. Peace.